We all want to impress our parents, want to make them happy, want them to respect us, want them to like us. Sometimes you may not know how to show your parents that you're doing something well. You may not be able to figure out a way to articulate it in a way that they can appreciate the magnitude of what you're doing, or to appreciate something small you're doing. Here's some suggestions on how to impress your parents, or how to create a communication scheme that will enable your parents to better respect or respond or appreciate you in the way that you think you need. Well, the first thing I need to do is, in order to be appreciated, somebody has to recognize that what I'm doing has value for someone or something. It's going to help them. It's going to avoid hurting them. It's going to make something better. It's going to make someone better. It's going to have an inevitable benefit of they won't have to do something that they're doing now. It will empower them because it will make you better and they will like that. You need to decide and understand how we can define that, how we can create an appreciative instrument, a way that somebody can say, if you do that, that's great. Now, the way you do that is to first identify what are the things that you would like to be appreciated for. Whether it's appreciated for taking out the garbage, appreciated for completing all your chores, appreciated for making sure you do all your homework, appreciated for the way you communicate, appreciated for how you treat other people, appreciated for how you feel or how you think, how you represent the family, whatever that case may be. And you want to identify that for yourself. Once you can identify that there are some things you want, then you need to sit down with your parents and say, listen, there's something that's important to me, and that is, I want you to know that I'm doing well in school, or I want you to know that I'm finishing my homework all the time. So what I'm going to do is every time I finish my homework, I'm going to write you an email. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a blue pencil. I'm going to put a sticker on my eye, whatever the case may be. And that's going to signify to you that I've made an accomplishment. I'm going to let you know that because I want you to feel comfortable that I am completing my homework just like you asked me to. Now this way, instead of just having your parents criticize you when you don't do your homework, you're now establishing a recognizable goal. If I achieve this, would that make you happy? Of course, that would make me very happy. Okay, let's find a way that we can recognize that so that you can see and I can make you happier. I can make your life better because you will know I am finishing things. And I'll make you another deal. If I don't finish something, I promise to give you a good reason why. And if there's not a good reason why before you ask me, I promise to tell you it's my fault and make it up to you. Fair? Fair. Now, you know you do your homework. Okay, you can start communicating. Hey, I finished my homework today, or whatever you're doing. However you denote that. I'm going to send the email. I'm going to do the note. I'm going to twist something on my door. I'm going to do whatever it is. I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to do whatever it is that's going to signal them. And then I will have talked to them and said, would it be okay for you to recognize that? Can you show me that you appreciate what I'm doing by giving me something, by saying thank you, by saying I appreciate that, by recognizing that, I should be able to stay out later, whatever the things it is. And ask them, get some ground rules. Listen, they want you to live by rules. They can live by rules, and they'll gladly do it. What they want is for you to do well. What they want is for you to be better. What they want is for you to be great. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm establishing guidelines. I'm establishing some goals where they can see them. Now, instead of them looking at what I'm not doing, now they're looking at what I'm doing. If you don't think that they'll understand, then sit down with them and say, let me tell you how much homework I have. I average 50 pages a night. I average 200 pages a night. Let me explain to you what goes into an assignment. Now, I'm not telling you that because I want to bore you. I just want you to understand that when we do this homework in this class, it takes 2 hours rather than 30 minutes. Or when we do the homework in this class, it only takes 30 minutes rather than 2 hours because of the way in which we do it in class or the way in which I'm assimilating data. Let me tell you, I only need 30 minutes, and let me tell you why. I'll tell you. Any day you want, you pick up the book and you can question me on anything we've covered. Now, if parents aren't watching this, they're probably not going to do that very often. If parents are, great, let them do it. And if they challenge you and you don't get it right, well, maybe your study habits need to change. But the concept is you're defining. you're articulating this goal, and then you're saying to them, listen, I want to meet it. I want to make you happy. I want you to make me happy. You see how I've done that? I've articulated something. I've set some ground rules. They will happily be supportive of something that is going in the right direction. If they don't want to do that, you can ask them, well, tell me why. Give me 2 reasons why so I understand, and let's do something else that would be beneficial. If it's something important to you, let me tell you why this is important to me. And to me, you should think about why it's important. Would you be convinced if you were a skeptic and somebody came to you and wanted to do something that you generally wouldn't agree with? How would you convince them? How would you show them that you actually thought about this? And the reason why you really want to do this is because you're going to gain in some way. Is because this is important in your life. It is because this event, this action, this choice is something that you think will productively help you or make you happy in some way. By doing that, you're showing your parents respect. You're showing them a way of appreciating you but respecting you. That's the quintessential way, the greatest way to start to establish ways that your parents can even appreciate you more.